Could you hear me? No? I didn't think so. But could you hear her? Crying out for help, wanting to be held tight and told that everything was okay. You couldn't hear her, could you? Well, nobody could. She couldn't even hear herself. All she could hear was a constant reminder to just kill herself or to disappear, or that she wasn't good enough to breathe or to speak. She couldn't breathe. From the tears that choked her up at 3 a.m. to the constant feeling of being drowned. Drowned by depression. It weighed her down like an anchor in a lonely boat. It took over her mind and her every move. She no longer smiled. It was now covered with a disapproving frown that told the world that she was breaking. But you were too oblivious to see it, weren't you? She may have plastered that fake smile upon her face and said, "I'm fine," but that can never cover those deep red scars upon her pale white wrists. She may cover them with multiple bracelets or long sleeves, but when she steps into that shower, they will sting, reminding her of that cold, sharp blade pressing against her skin, creating marks of hatred. Do you see those dark circles under her eyes? They're not just from lack of sleep, but rather lack of happiness, lack of motivation, lack of care. She wanted to leave. She wanted the pain to stop. She couldn't take it anymore. She thought suicide was the only answer. She wanted to risk it all to escape the pain. All those thoughts she had acted as a gun waiting to be triggered. And those rude comments she read acted as the trigger. And then, boom. The trigger was pulled. She had officially wanted to die. It all happened in a flash. Those cruel thoughts swarmed inside her head. She whispered, "I'm sorry. I don't know why I am, but I'm sorry. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry for never being good enough. I'm sorry for always being quiet, never being around. I love you. I always will." She choked in her tears as she said her final goodbyes. The room fell silent. She's gone. There's no going back. Those words you said, you can't take them back now, can you? Her parents come home, but all they hear is silence. Her mother goes upstairs to see if she's sleeping, but ends up standing there with silent tears streaming down her face. She's gone. There's no going back. 2 years have passed, and nothing is the same. Her family still remembers that dreadful day. They tried to move forward, but it was hard knowing that she wasn't coming back. But they're not the only family struggling with this. Millions of teens thought that it was the answer, that suicide was the only way to take away the pain. But in reality, suicide might take away your pain, but cause more pain to the ones you love. Once you take that risk, you're gone. There's no going back. You may feel alone and confused. I think that no one understands, but that's okay. Not everyone does, but some people do. Believe me. I know how it is to be afraid and hopeless. It's like standing in the rain with no umbrella. It may be stormy now, but it can't rain forever. It may be hard today, but life may have another path for you to take tomorrow. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in yourself and love yourself. Love all your insecurities. Life is way too short to spend another day at war with yourself. Life is a world of emotions, but I know you can get through it. I know you can. You're strong. You just can't see it now. You're blinded by all the things they said. What they said isn't true. It can't be true. It just can't. No one is perfect. Where's perfect? You can't stay quiet, because sometimes quiet is violent. You need to reach out and speak, because it's killing you. You're better than those words they defined you as. You're more than a four-letter word. You can breathe and speak and change your whole world around. You can start a day smiling and having happy thoughts. But how? It seems so simple, but so difficult. You have to believe in yourself and drop the gun.